Day I'm hustling, 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 hustling,
It's your
hustling,
boy
hustling,
Ski.
hustling, 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 hustling.
Oh, welcome back to the Matrix. You're not just in the Matrix, you are the Matrix. How's it feel, Neo? And today, we got ourselves a banger daily market news and analysis. How's everyone feeling out of 10? Let me know. Says hello, how are you? Wiggins hit fire first. You were indeed first, my friend. What are the chances of Kamala going to win? To me, it is irrelevant. Irrelevant. I don't care. My life is unaffected. My life will be the exact same. Bitcoin's life will be the exact same. But probably like, I don't know, 33%. But honestly, truthfully, I do not care. Yo, second. What's up? What's up, Ski? What's up, fam? What up, Big D? What up? Make sure you guys are spamming the like button, hitting the share so other people can spam the like button. Let's get this party started. Right now, we're looking at Bitcoin. And of course, the big news of the day was, says, yo, when will we have, when you have to choose a side. I've already chosen a side. I choose my freedom, my sovereignty. I choose to be my own hero. The side that I chose is to be my own hero and not to rely on other people. And I'm trying to teach you to do the same. That's the side that I choose. I choose Team Ski. That's the side that I choose. If Orange Man wins 200K, if she wins 50K. I disagree. If Orange Man wins 200K Bitcoin. If she wins 200K Bitcoin. If RFK wins 200K Bitcoin. Show me the charts and I will tell you the news. Let's look at the charts, shall we? Win Lambo. For me personally, never. I'm not a Lambo type of guy. Nvidia opinion, Nvidia is carrying the entire stock market. Like its back is got to be broken at this point for just propping up the entirety of the stock market. Win Otis. For me, it's like win 70 Chevelle. Win 69 Camaro. Win 50 acres. That's the question for me. And I'm going to say to that, it's going to be mid to late 2025. And just like I said at 53K, when I said that this was a confirmed local bottom, here's the reasons why. X, Y, and Z. I said this very plainly. And I said that all of the narratives would show up everywhere, all at the same time. Everything, everywhere, all at the same time. That is exactly what's happening. And to me, the narrative is irrelevant. I don't care what the narrative is. I know the outcome. I have seen this movie before. I know how it ends. Let's make this happen so that Ski can have 2 meals. It's a great movie. It is. Enjoy the show. Enjoy the show. And it's fine. I like sports. It's fine to enjoy the show. But don't get so immersed that you lose the plot. Right? Don't get so immersed that you start fighting with your neighbor. Lambos are for beginners. When time they're traveling. Yo boy Ski. Last bull run I turned 1K into 180K. Let's go, Nick. That's a savage right there. Good to see you again. Good to see you too, my friend. I need Lambo Eurus this bull run. Price prediction on Quant, 700 to 1300. Jay, what's up, fam? When alt will move leg up? They haven't done things at all. Okay, great question. All right, let's get into the charts. Make sure you guys are spamming the like button, hitting the share so other people can spam the like button. Let's get into the charts. Okay, so I outlined why some people said that this is distribution, aka the top. They said the bull run's over, fam. It's done. And I said this to me is accumulation. And the reason why, let's look at textbook. Let's just recap real quick, and then we're going to get into the altcoins. Okay, let's recap real quick. Okay, so when we look at textbook, we're first going to look at distribution, which is what measures the top. And then we're going to look at accumulation, which is what measures the bottom. Now, at first glance, I could see why one would think that this is distribution. Okay, but it's not. Because you're buying climax, textbook, the up thrust goes higher than the buying climax, and the UTAD goes higher than even the up thrust. And this looks like, on paper, an uptrend. Okay? Now, when we look at textbook accumulation, aka the bottom, selling climax, textbook, the secondary test goes lower than the selling climax, and the spring goes even lower than the secondary test. It looks like a downtrend. So the trend people are like, it's going lower. Right? And the spring always feels scary. Okay, so let's look at it. That's exactly what happened. You're selling climax, your secondary test in phase B, and then your spring even wicked below the 200. Okay? I was very, very confident that this was the bottom. I made multiple videos about it. At least 3 videos. Nick says bull flag. I agree. I'm not a patterns guy, but that's what accumulation is. It's a big, ginormous bull flag on the macro. I agree. Okay, I'm not a patterns guy, but it's a ginormous bull flag. Now, furthermore, we are very, very close to the 200 moving average. Bitcoin does not really go below the 200 moving average like that. It stays very close to it. Okay? And especially the first time, the second time it touches it, it takes a few times to get through it. That's point number 2. Okay? Now, in my opinion, this was marking the bottom before the real deal bull market starts. We could easily backtest 62, whatever. It's irrelevant to me. But the next phase is getting into 80K. Now, while all of this is going on to the 85K, yeah, that's about right. To me, it's kind of irrelevant because the ROI is not really in Bitcoin. It's in the altcoins. Because while all this is going on, this is what the entire, almost every single coin looks like. Structurally, a ginormous accumulation, your sign of strength, and your back test of the prior range. Now, let me show you a couple of examples of what that looks like. All right, so let's look at Render. Render gives us the keys to the castle. No, not that one. RNDR. Is it market cap? Which one is it? Which one is it? Here we go. Okay, here we go. All right. So just like what I just showed, and we'll outline link, but it does, or we'll just do the total market. It doesn't matter because they're all the same. The point is they're all the same. All right, we're gonna do the total. We're gonna do others. Others excluding the top 10 because that's the true alt season, altcoins, right? These are all the top 10, all the entire cryptocurrency market minus the top 10. They all look like this, all of them. Okay, and they're doing all the exact same thing. And this is what's next. As Bitcoin goes into the next leg higher, 85K-ish, rising tides floats all ships. Rising tides floats all ships. So as the sea rises, as the sun rises, Bitcoin is the sun of the market. Everything, everywhere, all at one time. All the narratives are going to have a way of showing up. This narrative, this bullish narrative, this bullish narrative, this bullish narrative, this bullish narrative. When everyone said the bull market was done, you're going to see narrative, 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 narrative. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. Show me the charts, I'll tell you the news. Okay? So on the top, we have render. On the bottom, we have the total 10. But it doesn't matter. We can replace it with Link. We can replace it with ICP. We can replace it. Most of the market looks like this right here. Okay? This is just a broad stroke example. So you have your markdown. We call that a bear market. Your markdown. We call that a bear market. Accumulation. Accumulation. Your little move to the upside. Your move to the upside. Your back test. Your sign of strength. Your sign of strength. Your back test of the prior range. Your back test of the prior range. Most of the market is right here. And finding support off the 200 is bullish. Okay? This is what is next, ladies and gentlemen. This is the story. Right there. Boom. Bull run. Alt season. You want your altcoin to be relatively obvious. Bitcoin analyst. Yeah, we just looked at Bitcoin. My thesis is Bitcoin's about to break up relatively, not tomorrow, relatively. The next move, we could easily backtest 62K. That's definitely in the cards. But the next bigger picture move is 85 plus K. What narrative do you think will have the best ROI? I mean, mineable coins are always a big one. Probably RWAs. XRP, bull run peak price prediction, $5 to $14. Sup, Ski? Update on Solnic. Our target launch for the NFT project is Friday. At the very latest, and that's a pretty hard target, but the very latest is going to be next week. Once we launch the NFT project, very quickly, everything, everywhere, all at one time. MEXC listing, P2B listing, bridging to base, everything, everywhere, all at once. It's boring, boring, boring until it's not. Buy the boredom. Arrow DeFi. If you guys are watching, don't just linger. Drop a follow. Subscribe. The whole cycle is a narrative. That's right. It's all just a show. Like, look at this. In fact, I'm learning a lot about storytelling. Let me show you guys a crazy discovery that I've came upon, right? All right, so a lot of us have seen this chart right here. This is, Tim says, I'm late. What's up, Ski? Predict your focus. Appreciate your focus and not getting distracted by the noise. Thank you. I owe it to you guys to do that, to stay on what got me here. All right. So a lot of us have seen this chart. And if you haven't seen this chart, this is the psychology of the market cycle, right? So you have disbelief, hope, optimism, belief, thrill, euphoria, compliancy, anxiety, denial, panic, anger, and it starts all over. You go into depression, all that. This is the full cycle, okay? What does this look like to you guys? This is Wyckoff, okay? Distribution is this. This is distribution. This is your markdown. This is your accumulation. But not only that, you can even make it even simpler than that. Because what it actually is just the storytelling arc. That's what's going on here. It's one ginormous story. It's a big movie. But the problem with this is most people start the movie right here as Dorothy is clicking her heels together saying there's no place like home. At the absolute apex climax. and they say, this movie sucks. It's like, bro, you started at the climax. But instead of the movie being over, the apex predator just starts it over again. That's the only difference. It's all the same. Why is there crypto influencers willing to sacrifice the country to authoritarianism for a payday? What are you talking about? Who's doing that? Who is doing that? Give me names. Next leg up is the bull run. Thank you for the roses, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top.
Sonic
oh, yeah.
will rip. What's up, Ski? Update? Yeah, we already went over that. Spoiler alert. I was planning on watching Wizard of Oz later tonight. Well, you already know how it ends. There's no place like home. Hexcoin. Tell me, bro. Predictions for the bull run. Hex is a weird one. All right. Hex had a very unfortunate thing happen to it. Now, let me dispel some myths about Hex. Let me say that again, because it sounded like I was slurring my words there. Let me dispel some myths about Hex. Okay? So there's some myths that Richard Hart is dumping supply on people's heads. That's not true. Okay? So we can easily check. It would be easily verifiable if you were to look at the price on the all time frame versus the market cap. They would look different, but they are the same. Okay, this tells you very clearly that the supply and the price match up. Okay, so why has it been absolutely getting demolished, crushed? I'm going to tell you my theory on this. And short order, it's because there was a ginormous gap on the initial launch. Do yourself a favor, check how Hex move. Why haven't even hit last crypto? We haven't even hit last crypto total market cap high. So no, we're still going up. Yeah, I agree. No, the bull run has not even started. It is literally not even started. Not even started. Says Coach JV, Coach YT, Sago, Joshua, Jake. I don't know, bro. I don't watch other creators. Okay? That's the God honest truth. Thank you for the roses, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
All right, so here is what I think happened. And I've said this many times. When you have gaps, they tend to get filled. And unfortunately, on the initial launch, Hex did like so well. It almost did better than it was supposed to. So you had this like big launch right here for Hex. So we're looking at the Hex chart right now, and I don't agree with the narrative. I'm not a Hexagon, right? But I like to speak the truth, okay? And there's a narrative that Richard Hart is dumping supply on people's heads. That's not true, okay? This is why I think it happened, okay? In the very beginning, there was this big launch, and it busted right through this area, and it never came back ever again. And it created this giant gap in the market, and gaps tend to sooner or later get filled. And unfortunately for the Hex community, it seems like later it's getting filled. So it already wicked all the way into this gap. I imagine that this is going to get filled all the way out. I don't think that it's going to make a new all-time high this cycle. But it could probably get into the 3 cent range again. Matic and Rose, please. I actually, honestly, I'm not a Hexican. I don't own any Hex. I don't think that the value proposition is bad, to be honest. Like the risk to reward at this point, I don't think is that bad. I just bought more Sonic. Let's go, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
When ICP first launched, it had a crazy price action. It was like $700. Does that negate good tokenomics? I don't think it's going back to $700. My price target's $100. But that's still, like, that's a lot of gains to be had, right? What do you think is going on with the judges involved with XRP? To me, it's irrelevant. Honestly, it's irrelevant. I don't, and you're going to see this from me. If you watch my channel enough, you're going to figure out I don't care about the narratives. I don't. Not even a little bit. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I understand the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is this. Okay? I've made this nice, neat little chart for you guys with all the biggest narratives. Here's the biggest picture. If you're trading based on news related events, you will lose. And the reason why is because you are trading against the apex predators. They write the news articles. They hire the people that write the articles. I promise you, you have no information that they don't already have. Okay? So look at all these events. By the time you hear about a narrative, it's already over with. Luna was the local bottom. FTX was the local bottom. SVB was the local bottom. Silicon Valley Bank going to zero. The war in Israel was the local bottom. The big bad boogeyman of Germany and Mt. Gox was the local bottom. Bitcoin ETF was the local top. Elon going SNL was the local top. Or the actual apex climax top. That's a very big cup and handle. I agree. Thank you for the GGs and the roses, you savages.
But the cream will rise to the
Quant
top.
or
Oh,
H-bar
yeah.
for this bull run? Definitely Quant. H-bar doesn't have great tokenomics. Definitely Quant. Hex target, about 3 cents. Okay. So, Bitcoin's next move about the macro move. Like in the micro, we could backtest 62K, right? But in the macro, the next move is 85K. Sonic target, $100 million market cap, minimum, 1 billion, medium, 6 billion, aka $5.89 to bull case. What 3 tokens will have the best ROI? Okay. Best overall ROI? Or are we talking best ROI with downside protection? Like, which category are you talking? Are you talking micro cap, low cap, medium cap, large cap? What are we talking here? Best overall. I would probably go with like probably a medium cap that I believe in. If you're talking best overall. Obviously, I have my biases towards Solnic. There's no other coin sub $5 million market cap that has the downside risk protection that we do. But outside of that, if you want some mediums, I would say probably Flux, Dynex, NXRA maybe. Medium caps, I wouldn't say VET is a medium cap. I would say it's a large cap. VET is probably the best ROI for a large cap. I would consider it a blue chip. Yeah. How did you get 85K? Just from the measured move. What do you think about open ocean and open leverage? When you say open leverage, are you talking about doing a trade and leaving it open for months and months? I got in a DeFi pool, Sol. It's printing, but when should I get out? I don't know anything about that one. Sup. Trey, what's up, fam? Who's your favorite RWA coin based on the white paper? Ooh, probably VET, honestly. Like, they got some pretty major partnerships. Probably VET, maybe. For, like, big caps. Yeah. I think VET, like, as far as, like, large caps, has pretty crazy chart. And that's really what I'm looking at, to be honest. Hey, man, what's up, Carl? Because of the logistics software, yeah. Like, that's such a huge deal. Logistics make the world go round. Check. What's the Solnic chart looking like? VT and Quant extreme value plays. I agree. Solnic chart is looking beautiful. We have back tested the area of value again at 1.9, and realistically over the last, you know, like we quietly went from 1.3 to 1.9. It's like the quietest 700,000 market cap increase that you ever saw. But yeah, we just back tested this area of value again. I feel like this isn't up to date. Yeah. What in the world? There we go. Yeah, so we quietly, like very quietly, have went from 1.3 to 1.9. Super quiet. Just quietly reversed the downtrend. And now making higher lows. And we've been on this higher low uptrend from like literally the very beginning. And every time we touch this line, it's a super value play. And that's where we're at again. Don't forget to vote on Solnic on Soul Hunters. That's right. Theta is a good value right now. I agree. Should I sell my AGIX? How much are you down? All right, let's check Ocean. What was it? Open Ocean coin. What's the ticker for that, bro? I'm up? Maybe. I think it's got some work to do. I don't think it's a terrible value here, but I think it's going to be a while. I think it's going to be a good little minute before it takes off again. Make sure I didn't miss nobody on the Solnic. Thoughts on Night Feeder? I don't have any thoughts. AIOZ, please, up good. My largest holding. AIOZ, if I remember right, I think is in a different area. If you're up and it's your largest holding, this is a weird chart. So this was clearly accumulation. This was clearly the sign of strength. This was clearly the back test. And this was clearly the bull run and distribution, right? But I think it's already working on accumulation again. And this is definitely at the macro retracement levels. Not a bad place to take a little bit off the table and rotate it into some other things. You don't have to sell your whole bag, but if it's your largest holding, I would consider rotating a little bit. XLM, please, $1. Grandpa coins. I think Solnic can easily get 10 million next leg up. That's FUD, honestly. OOE or 0. Never sell your entire bag of anything, by the way, guys. Always try to hold like 20%. And that's your insurance. Can you check out He? Is it done with downside and started accumulation? We'll take a look. All right, Open Ocean. I don't like that this is still making new lows. That's a red flag to me. Let me check on... Yeah, like, okay, so when we look at the market cap and the price look different to me. So I would say that they have, and the circulating supply is only 50%. Seems like the tokenomics are not awesome. It's down 98.26%. Trade some AIOZ for ICP, a good play right now. Yeah, I think ICP has better value right now. Upside potential value. Yes. Again, let me state this though. I don't think you should ever sell your entire bag of anything. Try to hold 20% forever, and that's your insurance. Mike, thanks for the rose. Bit, thanks for the roses, you savages.
But the cream
Thanks for the tiny diny.
to the top. Oh yeah.
All right, let's look at He, and then we'll look at Bao. What's up, John? We'll look at Bao after that. Let's look at He. The question is it done with the downside and has it started the accumulation? Yeah, I mean, I think so. I thought this was the start of accumulation. I get that it's been going lower, but like you have to look at it in context, and especially where it first launched. It's kind of the same thing like Hex, right? You had this big launch where you never back tested it, but it's finally back tested all of it. So yeah, I would say so. Like I would say that this is probably the start of accumulation. Forever ever. Can you check Algorand? 38 cents for Algorand. With prediction. All right, let's look up Bao. Is this the one right here? Yeah. All right, 439 market cap. Is that the right one, bro? Is XLM dead? I don't think it's dead, but the tokenomics are a little wonky. Nothing, it's not terrible, right? But it's a little bit off. Price prediction check. Doge chain prediction. $1 for Doge coin. Hold 20% for how long? Forever, John. Forever. Forever. And that's your insurance. That is your insurance policy. And that will take all the anxiety about you guys wanting to sell the absolute top. All right. Okay, so it has 100% circulating supply. I don't know, bro. I don't know about this. This looks pretty dead, fam. Maybe it gets a retracement to $3. How's film school today? Film school was awesome. We're learning about lighting, which is why I messed with my lighting setup. Last week we learned about storytelling. This week we're learning about lighting. Next week we start learning about camera. You sound like XRP fools now hold forever. No, hold 20%. Okay, big distinction. Take profit. Take profit. Hold 20% forever. At least on your fundamental stuff. I mean, maybe not like Jasmy prediction. Jasmy has terrible tokenomics. Terrible. Terrible. Maybe 30 cents. Do you think Trump or RFK is better for president? For my personal life? Is that what you're asking? Hi, sir. What does Solnic do in the blockchain environment? Solnic is a meme coin. My personal life, it doesn't matter. My personal life, it literally matters zero. My life is unaffected. I will be making crypto content. I will be mining Bitcoin. I will be trading. I will be teaching and helping others. Regardless of whoever is elected. I do not care. To me, honest to God, I view it very much like the WWE. I don't know if you guys were here when I covered the first debate, but it was a comedic event. I said, if you want serious coverage, this is not the channel. So it was a show to me, and I'm enjoying the show. It's a fun entertainment. It's like going to the opera. It's a new episode, the new season. The new season of USA is going to be freaking lit. Caspa thoughts? I'm bullish on Caspa. I'm bullish on any mineable coin. But to answer your question about Solnic, though, it's a meme coin, but we are actually developing. So we're developing NFTs. We're developing a casino. And a lot more. Orange Man. Is mining still worth it? It depends on what you mean by worth it. It's not super profitable, but that's how it always goes. It's not profitable until it is, and then in hindsight, that was the most profitable because you're getting the most amount of coins. So when, and this happens every cycle, by the way, there's a period in time when you're getting a lot of coins. Like I'm mining Dynex right now. And in the last bear market, I was mining Ethereum. Obviously, I was mining Bitcoin as well, but I was mining Ethereum. I was getting like whole Ethereum. And then at the peak of the bull market, I was getting like 0.1 Ethereum. The US dollar value of that 0.1 Ethereum was more than what I was getting when I was getting whole Ethereums. But in hindsight, actually the most profitable time is when it's not profitable because you're getting more coins. What are the best ROI mineable coins? Probably Flux or Ergo, I would say. $0.30 for Jasmy. Well, which do you think will be better for crypto? Probably makes a difference for you. Crypto again. I mean, okay. Is RFK or Orange Man for crypto, which is better? Okay. Well, one said they're going to buy 4 million and the other one said they're going to buy 1 million. 4 is more than 1. That's which one is better for crypto. Dynex price prediction. Okay, Dynex doesn't have enough charts. I have the same feeling that I had about Dynex as I did about Sauce. And if you guys remember back in 2022, when Saucer Swap was less than a penny, I was saying there's not really a lot of chart data, but I know that this is a good product, right? That's what I was saying. And then it did more than a 20x. That's how I feel about Dynex, but there's not chart data for me to give you a realistic chart or a realistic price prediction. But I will say there's less supply of Dynex than there was of Ethereum. You're feeling the flux bag. LCX $1 to $2.33. I mined a bunch of SOL today by lending. Is it too late for someone who just came into crypto to start mining and trading? No, like you could start mining. If you have a PC, you could mine with your PC. When you're like, if you're like gaming, if you have a gaming PC, you can mine with that when you're not gaming. What mining rig do you use? I have a bunch. I have a few ASICs. I have a few ASICs, S19J Pros. I have, what else do I have? I think I have like 35 GPUs, mostly 30 series. Would you vote for would you vote for Kamala, RFK, or Orange Man? Again, I don't care. My life is unaffected. I don't know that I'm going to. If I had to pick, I would pick the one that's going to buy 4 million instead of 1. 4 is more than 1. How much flux can you mine a day? Probably like, I don't know, probably 40, 50. But I don't have it all on Flux though. I have it on Flux, Ergo, Dynex. I have it split up. Path of Enlightenment. If you're really on the path of enlightenment, you should know that this time of year is a grand show. Don't get wrapped up in it. If you want to enjoy the show, that's fine. Enjoy the show. But don't get wrapped up in it. What about ADA? Vote for the chosen one, Sonic. Yeah, I vote for Ski. That's who I vote for. I vote for me. ADA, $6 to $8. Then why the conviction on Dynex? Again, it was the same thing. It was the same thing for Saucer Swap. Saucer Swap in 2022 didn't have charts, but I knew that it was a good product. I have the same feeling about Dynex. I think it's a good product. What coin do you think has the best potential in mining, and would it be a good idea? Flux or Dynex? I mean, you can liquidity mine. You don't need hardware to liquidity mine. That's a good alternative as well. I like having the hardware because you can, like, it's a physical, tangible thing, right? Thanks for the follow. All anyone needs to worry about is Chainlink. I think Chainlink is ready to rip. Orange Man needs to up it to 5 mil. Yeah, then I would change my opinion. Listen, I care about crypto. That's it. On this earth. What is liquidity mining? All right. So, I got you. This is good. So, BTC. Let's change this to orange. And then we'll do a simple one, right? ETH. And we'll make it silver. All right, the question is, what is liquidity mining? All right, so this is a simple pair, right? This is a simple swap. And if you were to do this outside of an exchange like Coinbase, like, you can make this swap just on the blockchain and you don't need to use Coinbase or any other exchange, right? It's very easy. It's very possible to do. You can do it without any third party, which is what makes the blockchain so awesome. All right. So if I wanted to swap Bitcoin for Ethereum or Ethereum for Bitcoin, there needs to be a pool that has equal parts of both of these. And let's say I create a pool. This is me. I create a pool. And this pool is called BTC ETH. All right? BTC ETH. That's the pool. And what that pool is, it's going to have equal parts Bitcoin and equal parts Ethereum. So let's say I put up $100,000 total. So that would mean I would have 50,000 US dollars worth of Bitcoin and 50,000 US dollars worth of Ethereum. And then if Sam came over here and decided, I want to swap Bitcoin for Ethereum, he would use my pool that I put up for him. I put up the money. He's going to swap it. In exchange for doing this, I would be rewarded a portion of that transaction. That's what liquidity mining is. So if he wanted to swap $1,000, maybe it would cost him $1,010. The $10 would go to me. What's up, bro? What's up, brother? What's good, bro? So that's what a liquidity pool is. Was good to meet you. Make sure you guys follow Louis Sal NYC. I met him at the Bitcoin conference. Cool dude. How tall are you, Ski? Listen, as a man, you can pick. You get to pick one struggle. You can either be broke, you can be short, or you can be weak. You get to pick one. I benched 315, and my whole life revolves around crypto. That's the answer. That's my struggle, okay? You get one struggle, that's it. You can be weak, you can be broke, or you can be short. Pick one. I want a shout out like that. Shout out to John. Thanks for the GGs, brother. I appreciate you.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
You weren't hanging out with other TikTok influencers? I was just interviewing people. I wasn't hanging out with anybody. But I have an interview with him as well. Is space infinite, or do we think it never ends? What are you... Okay. Is space infinite, or do we think it never ends because we don't know what is at end of space? I don't know if we want to get into that. Link prediction, $70 as high, or $80 as high as $180. Is space infinite? I'll refer you to what every single major religion has ever said about space. I'm getting anxious. Can't wait, Ski. Bitcoin weekly downtrend continuation. What do you think? Market. I made a liquidity pool in my jorts after seeing my... Ski wasn't in the hot tub. A bunch of them went live together. Yeah, that's cool. I wasn't there. I was just interviewing people. What exchanges to use? I'm as loyal to the exchanges as my options. I am not loyal to the exchanges. I believe in self-custody. Self-custody. Every single bear market, the lesson is always, not your keys, not your crypto. That's the lesson every time. every time an exchange gets sacrificed and it marks the bottom and everyone loses their crypto. That being said, so let me preface again. Self-custody. 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 I am as loyal as my options to these exchanges. The ones that I am currently using are Coinbase, Uphold for accumulation. For trading, I'm using BitUnex, MEXC, BingX, KuCoin. But I am not loyal to any of them. I am loyal to your boy Ski and my own custody. I'm round tripping everything. Just say I got diamonds. Space is infinite. I thought I would ask you a random question since everyone was doing it. I love it. I love the random question. Will there be enough Bitcoin to feed everyone? No. That's the point. Can you do VRA? Who's them? What is your favorite crypto cult? Solnik. What are your top coins for massive gains? Solnik. That's I'm exponentially biased towards. What are your thoughts on Phantom? Do you know the developer a bank type cold storage? No. I like Flux. I like Ergo. I like NXRA. Those are like my medium caps. I like Saucer Swap. That's a medium cap play. I like Link, VET, Theta, Rose. Those are all like blue chip plays right here. Is it flat? Well, it doesn't mathematically add up. I don't know what it is. I've never been outside of there. Did you drive a Corolla to the Bitcoin conference? I did. I drove the Corolla to... I live close by. I only live like 40 minutes away. I like Coinbase for buy and sell and move coins. I like Coinbase to on and off ramp. Adam is good too. I am suspicious of Adam. It seems to be fine. Do you think any blue chips will still 10x from here? Yes, a lot of them. Link, I think will 10x from here. VET, I think will 10x from here. Theta, I think will 10x from here. I think a lot of blue chips will still 10x. I think XLM will 10x. Do you think Trump is a time traveler? Probably. There's probably like all the elites, like Jeffrey Bezos, Mark Zuck, the Orange Man. They're probably all time travelers. It's not the project itself. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me back up. Let me be very clear, John. Thank you. The project itself is not suspicious. The project itself is fine. What I am suspicious of is 20% APY. Okay, at a certain point, when you see that, you need to ask the very logical question of where is that 20% APY coming from? Where is that 20% APY coming from? Most of the time, it's coming from you. As in, they're printing more supply. I think the project is fine. That's what I'm a little suspicious of, is the APY that you can earn. 20%'s a lot. A lot of bears talking smack, no bull run. They've been talking smack since like 20K, bro. After bull run, do you upgrade the Corolla or dump more into the next bull run? I'll keep the Corolla. Because it's got a solid 150,000 more miles on it. You know. But I'm definitely going to get at least a project car. Extraterrestrials. Yeah, I'm getting a tractor as well. The main thing that I'm going to be getting is 50 plus acres. That's the main thing that I'm going to be getting. When will Ethereum ETFs push Ethereum higher? Again, when Bitcoin makes another leg higher, magically, we will see all of the narratives show up. Does Ski ride a motorbike? No. I used to ride dirt bikes, and like 4 times in my life, I have went to go and get a motorcycle. 4 times. And every time that I went to get one, something happened where I couldn't get it. Eventually, I just took it from as a sign to that I wasn't supposed to get one. What was your inspiration behind the Sonic logo? It was a community takeover. I did not make it. I just took it over. Is it true government selling bill from Silk Road? Again, I don't. If they're selling it now, they're going to buy more later. Get a cow? Yeah, I'm getting cow. I'm getting cows. Minimum. Probably gonna get some. What are they called? Dexter cows. The miniature ones. Ski, what do you think of Orange Man and Bitcoin? You want my honest opinion? Okay, so here's my takeaways from the conference. This is my major takeaway, and I'm going to make a video about this, but my major takeaway was it literally does not matter who gets elected because all 3 of them will be buying Bitcoin. I was suspicious that Orange Man was just talking about Bitcoin as a political point to get voters. I was suspicious of this. And there wasn't a lot of talk about policy. And to that, I was a little bit disappointed. I thought he would talk more about policy on Bitcoin. We have to remember, he was anti-Bitcoin like a year ago. All right, so I think that he could have had a change of heart because everyone does at some point, right? But I think if he has, he's still very early on. And I don't think that he like really understands it like that. That was my honest takeaway. He wasn't talking very much about Bitcoin, to be honest. He said a couple of things over a 2-hour period. I think he said 4 things about Bitcoin proper. He said that the Bitcoiners are really smart people, understand inflation, maybe more so than Sleepy Joe, Nasty Joe. He said that. He said that he would hold the 200,000 Bitcoin forever. He said he would fire Gary Gensler. What else did he say? But there wasn't like policy, right? It wasn't like, I'm going to, day 1, executive order. He said he would free Ross, the Silk Road guy. It wasn't like policy. It was just like, Nasty Joe printing more money. You know, so I was expecting a little bit more. So that's my honest opinion. I don't know that he could articulate about Bitcoin like that. But I mean, it's cool. All three of them are going to be buying Bitcoin. That's cool. Jersey cows are great. Do you think we will get 80K before election? Yes, I do. His kids got him to change. Yeah, maybe. But I think he's still very early on his journey, like a year ago. And I'm hopeful that he like really goes down the rabbit hole. He seems like maybe he is a curious person. And if he does, then that's awesome. But I think he's still early on. A year ago, he was anti. 100% Bitcoin is occurring regardless of who gets in. Exactly. Crooked Joe. Crooked Joe caused depression, the likes of which we've never seen. All of a sudden, Harris likes Bitcoin. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter who wins. All three of them will buy Bitcoin. Do you hold quant? Yes. And I am buying at these prices. Pretty good impression. As long as Gensler's out, yeah. Both RFK and Orange Man both said they're going to fire Gensler. I don't know what Harris's position on that, but yeah, he needs to go. Day one, I'm gonna fire Gary Gensler. Who do you think the creator of Bitcoin is? I think he's dead. Honestly, I think it's a guy in the UK that is dead now. That's my opinion. I think we need to dial it back a little bit. You know what I just realized? I haven't had my YouTube chat up for like a minute. Sorry, guys, on YouTube. Will altcoins spike in August? I think long journey. I think the next leg up for Bitcoin is when we're going to see everything rising tides floats all ships. Nobody liked Harris for 4 years, and now she's a shining star. Enjoy the show, Webb. Enjoy the show. It's a show. It's like the WWE. There's Bitcoin on the moon. NSA with the help of David Schwartz. Love to my UKA. John McAfee. Drama styles, that's right. To me, it's a dramedy, though. You show the Solnick chart? Yeah, let's look at it. This uptrend from higher lows has been at play since the very beginning. And every time we've gotten to this level, it's been a critical level that we have found support on and went very high very quickly. This is accumulation, sign of strength, back test of the prior range, accumulation within accumulation. We had a downtrend, and now we have reversed that, and we have an uptrend. The next phase is the markup phase. This is the same chart as Link. This is the same chart as Theta, Rose, and every other chart that I'm buying. When is blockchain V2 being released? What do you mean? crypto gems. What do you mean, fam? Solix reminded me of XRP, not gonna lie. Well, I mean, except like we've had this uptrend forever though. Just a slow gruel up from literally the beginning. We were grueling at 300K, then we were grueling at 500K. Now we're grueling at 2 million. Good morning, broski. Polygon Matic thoughts? I like Polygon. I think $9 is my target. Bitcoin is just invented by a mystery guy, and it creates magic internet money. Should play out fine. Right, okay, so Bitcoin is magic internet money that is real because we say it is real. Check it out. The US dollar is magic internet money that is real because we say it's real. When was the last time you used cash? When was the last time you went to your bank? When was the last time you talked to someone at your bank and was like, I would like $1,000? Let me know. In fact, when I now pay for things, I don't even use the plastic. I use my phone and I go beep, magic internet money, beep. The biggest difference though is the US dollar is infinite. It is infinite. There is no limit. And in fact, today we just made a new all-time high, $35 trillion. It sounds like a lot of money, but it's even more money than you think. Because for every $1 trillion, there are 1,000 separate individual 1 billions in a trillion. Within a billion, there is a separate 1 millions in a billion. And within a billion, there are 1,000 1 billions in a trillion. There's 35 of those. And not even really. There's even more than that. Let's go to the national debt. Because if we look at the national debt counter, which by the way, the US is the strongest of all of the poo-poo coins. I'm going to show you guys this number. Get out of here. What is this? Isn't that some crap? They just want to like get this out of here. There's a number down here. It's liabilities unaccounted for. It's like 190 trillion when you count in Medicare, Social Security. I can't even find it though, because they have this giant freaking ad. It's like 190 trillion. That's the real number. They just don't have the money for it. Unfunded liabilities. That's debt that they don't have the money for. Bitcoin, there's 21 million. A stack of $100 bills would need to be 670 miles high to be 1 trillion. All right, so how many miles high is 35? 670 times we are the money. That's right. Money is just energy. Money is how we measure energy. Says the top left. That's the national debt, but there's another number that's even bigger than that. It's unfunded liabilities. It's like 190 trillion. When you count in Social Security, it's probably right here. It is. It's right here. 2,000. Yeah, 35 trillion. But there's another number that's even higher. Unfunded liabilities. Meaning things that they have already paid, they have already promised, like Social Security, Medicare, but they don't have the funds yet. That's the real debt. I like lots of energy. That could almost wrap around Earth. I wonder if those debt consolidation companies can help them out. Hi, yes, I'm calling to collect the United States debt. It's over $35 trillion. We'd like to put you on a payment plan. Top right. What if money didn't exist? We would trade chickens and eggs. We would barter. That's what Bitcoin is. Bitcoin is a barter. It would be nice to vote on the blockchain. Someday, Megan, you will be able to vote on the blockchain. Someday you will be able to. But be careful what you wish for. What's the retrace on ADA? $1.80. Why didn't we think of the blockchain before fiat? We did. It was called the gold standard. And they very purposely got off of it to fund the war in Nam, the Vietnam War. The Vietnam War is why we got off the gold standard. It says open and close. Oh. See, this is the power of reading, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. U.S. total debt. 101 trillion. There's a number on here. It doesn't matter. It's somewhere on here. I'm going to find it for next time. I will find it. What do you think of Aura? No thoughts. All right, guys. That's going to be it for this time. Make sure you like, subscribe. If you're watching on TikTok, follow on TikTok. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, drop a follow. I will never message any of you first. If someone does, if your boy Ski slides into your DMs, it's not me. It's a scammer. Don't get scammed. I will be live tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Time. Peace, love, prosperity. God first. God bless. I'm out.
Damn hustling, 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 hustling,
Hit your
hustling,
boy,
hustling,
Ski.
hustling.